Hey guys, it's Coach B. Wiley here. I have a video and it was inspired by a lyric off Mob Ties from Drake's song. And the lyric is, F what it is what it is. It made me think that when I just listen to people, whether it be my clients, strangers, people will get in my car when I'm doing rideshare and they would just start talking. And they don't even know I'm a dating and communicating coach. They'll just start talking. And I'll just be in certain scenarios to where I can just observe. And one thing a lot of people have in common is when they talk about a rough patch in a relationship and or dating situationship, whatever you want to call it, they always refer back to who the guy used to be, back to who he showed you, she, her, them, who he was, and now who he is today. The math ain't mathing. And what I want you to do is say, F what it is what it is. Some people will come into a dating scenario, rolling out the red carpet, love bombing, possibly manipulating, literally molding themselves into the men or man that you previously dated or that you wanted him to be, and then all of a sudden drops the bomb and he literally becomes something else. Something that you may have never seen before, something that he was hinting at the beginning. No matter what it is, you don't like what he's showing you. And so now you're stuck in a position to where you don't want to address it because you'll feel like you don't confront people. You don't confront. You're not confrontational, which I hate when people say that. You don't want to use your voice and say something to him about who he's showing you he is today versus who he used to be in the beginning, because you're scared you're going to run him off. You don't want to be single. You don't want to be lonely. You're tired. You don't want to be showing up on social media as a single person, which all of that is just ridiculous. So what you do is you keep reminiscing. You keep reminiscing on things that aren't happening versus actively having open conversations about, hey, you used to do this, we used to do this, but now you're showing me that. So for those of you who are in this space, I need for you to focus on the facts. And this is what I literally tell my clients. When someone is showing you who they are and what they would rather do, and it has nothing to do with you, then you got to leave them where they're at. I say, of course, address the conversation. But a lot of y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to act like it's like a spider in the corner and it's just going to magically go away if you act like it ain't over in the corner. When really, no, it's going to probably get bigger and more scarier. And next thing you know, you're going to be in the ER because he done bit your butt. So what you need to do is when you're in a situation like this, when someone has changed, you never know what it could be. It could be anything. It don't necessarily have to mean it's another woman. It could literally be anything. Your job is to find out what it is. Open the conversation about what's going on, how you feel. And just because a person is doing something to you or not doing something doesn't even mean that they're aware. They don't know how you feel unless you tell them. And when you open this conversation about what it used to be and what it is now, facts, not emotions. Don't get all emotional and crazy. Keep a straight head and focus on the facts. Get down to the nitty-gritty of it, solve the issue, act accordingly, and hopefully all will be well. If all isn't well and it's still stale and if things are not going well, then that's on you to make a decision on if you're going to continue to be with a person who is not making you a priority, continue to be with a person that's dragging their feet in this dating scenario, or are you going to choose you and move along and get with someone who is going to reciprocate that energy. A lot of things happen with people in dating and situationships and friendships and things of that nature. However, we don't know unless we open up our mouths and communicate versus venting to our friends, going to social media, or just holding it in on the inside. Don't always think negative when things aren't going as smooth as they should. You should first have a conversation, and then it's on you to act accordingly. Let me know if you got it in the comments. And if someone is literally, side note, if someone is literally the dude showing you his behind, like he's literally showing the F out, it's on you to get out of that dating situationship and just decide that you don't need that, you don't deserve that kind of treatment, and that you're going to free yourself. Because don't say he won't let me go and he acting a fool. Girl, get out of there. and call it a day. All right, who in the comments ready to have this conversation? Have the conversation first and let its actions show you everything you need to know, and then proceed with caution and or leave the whole situationship or datingship or relationship or whatever you want to call it, because y'all got so many names for these things. And it's really basic. You either dating, getting to know each other, you're exclusive, then you're in a relationship, then you're fiancés, then you're married. It's like, just keep it simple. And if you don't know how to communicate while you're dating and he's pulling a switcheroo or something just is off, then how do you think you're going to have these conversations long term if that's what you want when it comes to dating? So get past the communication barriers in the beginning so that you both understand how to communicate it with each other so you can be with each other for the long haul. All right, guys? Does that make sense to you? I hope so. If you ever want to talk to me outside of the internet, feel free to go to mymentor.life, look up B. Wiley, and you can book a one-on-one with me. My website is down. That's a whole nother thing. Do y'all remember? Probably not. But I built my own website and it was up. It's been up since 2020. And now I'm just like, I don't like it. So if you're watching this and you know how to do websites, holla at your girl, because I'm looking for someone to build me a new website. All right, guys. Outside of that, I'll talk to you later. Oh, if you made it this far, feel free to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and comment below. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.